Hello friends, good afternoon all of you, and let's start today. Okay, so I can see very few students are connected right now, only 19 students are joined. So has the earlier lecture finished? Why these students have not joined yet? Okay. So meanwhile you just try to let me know what we people have done in previous session. I think that some GD we people have done. Quiz we people have done. Okay. So in today's session, let me know if anybody is prepared with any presentations. We can take that. So is anyone here who can just talk about any informational topics that can be just given for 2 to 3 minutes, something like this? Okay, fine. So if not, then I think that discussion for discussion, are you ready? Let me know which topic where people have finished last time. Those, or rather than just doing such things, let's go for some analogy exercise. So in today's session, it will be better because the people are not remain more interactive. I think that you people are tired of just having discussion. So let's go for another kind of activity. Can we go for storytelling? Have you started with storytelling? If not, can we go for storytelling? All of you people can just find out one story, short story it will be, and it can be having a moral probably, and you're going to tell that story. That's simple because story is storytelling is a technique. Okay, and listening story, everybody likes to listen stories, from children to adult to older people. Everybody likes listening stories. So why not we people prefer this kind of activity to just think of finding a proper story and thinking about it. So you can read that story and try to tell the same story in your own words. So stories can be from kings, kingdoms, or can be animals, fables, can be panchatantra, can be any story. People just try to pick up with some message in it, with some moral in it. That can be also done. So let me know if you people are going to be ready for this. I think that some topic was given to you, and you people told me that immediately, tomorrow, immediately, we people have lecture. So people were not ready for that kind of discussion. So we, instead of that, we people took quiz. Okay. Okay. I think that this kind of silence proves that oral activity should not be there. So you people may be tired of oral communication. So let's go to some other topics also. So we'll go to analogy. So you people just wait. I will share the screen. We people will begin with analogy. So just give me few seconds to set the screen. Meanwhile, you just let me know if my voice is clear, because today I think that I'm not having camera, so people are going to get my voice only, and the screen I have shared. So you people just let me know if it is audible and visible clearly. Someone just reply, is it audible, visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So now pay attention and try to understand what analogy means. Okay. So all people try to prepare. Maybe you are going to plan to prepare for competitive exams. Okay. And those competitive exams can be of any times. They can be, let's say, a gate exam, can be government exam, can be maybe any particular bank exam, or it can be, let's say, uh, NPSC, UPSC, or any other exams that you people wanted to prepare in the future or in the upcoming times. It can also help you for placement activities also. So those who are willing to do jobs in private companies, for that also it is going to help you. So analogy type of questions, I think that you might be familiar. So here one particular kind of relationship is given. Usually there are two pairs, okay, and these two pairs are having some any relationship with one another. So in one pair there are two words, so these two words are related with each other, and that relationship is shown with the help of colon. Okay, and similar kind of relationship you people have to find it out from another pair where two colons are given, and after that one word is given from another pair, and one word you people have to find it out from the options which are provided to you. So four options are given. Out of that four options, you people have to choose correct one which is having similar relationship like first pair. So that kind of questions will come here under analogy, or verbal analogy also you people can understand. So these kind of things we people are going to learn here in today's session. Okay. So before going for such kind of questions, we people are going to see some kind of relationships are here that can be understood first, and then we people can go for practice of such kind of questions. So let's be ready for this and go to the next slide. Try to understand what analogy means. Analogy means correspondence. Correspondence means relationship. So I just explained to you. In questions based on analogy, a particular relationship is given. Okay. So that is in first pair. That relationship you should be able to identify. The relationship can be any. It can be male, female. It can be singular, plural. It can be synonyms, antonyms. It can be, let's say, one word substitution. It can be, let's say, collective nouns. It can be any abstract nouns. So this kind of study already that is based on our general understanding of a particular various subjects. It is not for one particular subject. Okay, it is not all about English knowledge. It requires knowledge of everything. Okay, and another similar relationship has to be identified from the alternatives provided. So for same kind of relationship, you people are getting some options, alternatives, and you people have to choose the correct one. So another important point that you people have to understand about the alternatives, that many of the alternatives, or out of four alternatives, you may have confusion that there can be two or three you people feel they are correct. But here you people are going to choose the most suitable answer as an option. So that is going to be correct. Otherwise, it may confuse you. You may see there are two options which seem right, but there are not two right options. But out of these two, you have to choose most relevant, most suitable. Analogy tests are therefore meant to test a candidate's overall knowledge. So why these kind of questions are included in the exams, competitive exams? Because these questions, through these questions, they wanted to check your overall knowledge. They wanted to check your power of reasoning and ability to think concisely and accurately. So these are the some skills which are associated with the questions based on analogy. Okay. So let's try to understand these kind of relationships first, and then we people will go for question answers. which are based on these relationships. I hope that it is clear. Is it clear? Any questions? Out of 78, 32 students are connected. Out of that, only few students are attentive. Out of that, 1 or 2 response. So let me know if you have any questions, doubts, queries, difficulties. If you reply, then I can go ahead. Fine. Thank you, Chaitra.
No, sir.
Okay. Good, Sayush. All right, Mayuri. So see why I changed towards this, because see, for debate, for discussion, people are giving very cold response, and because of this, unwillingly I turned towards this kind of study material. Okay, so maybe in next session also you people can come prepared with stories that you people have just decided to conduct a storytelling activity. If you come prepared, we'll take storytelling. If no one is there for storytelling, in that case we people can go for these kind of activities. See, this is for you people, and for every time if I'm going to say, you people have to do, you people have to prepare, you people have to improve your communication, and still if you people are not doing it, so that is not much effective. So rather than, if you're ready, I will take. If you're not, I will take from my side. I have lots of things to take like this. Okay. So first of all, you people can go for the relationship of instrument and measurement. Okay. So there are a number of instruments which are prepared to measure certain things. So let's try to understand. All you people know barometer. Barometer, you might have heard. This is an instrument. Instrument is used for what? This is used to measure pressure. Atmospheric pressure is measured with the this kind of barometer. Okay, so barometer is an instrument used to measure pressure. So let's try to see more examples of this kind of thermometer. All people have heard about, seen about, used it to check our temperature. So thermometer is used to check temperature. Next is anemometer. So anemometer is what? This is again instrument. Instrument used for what? Used to check the direction of wind or speed of wind. Also, you people are able to identify with this anemometer and try to see such kind of things.
Slide.
Instrument.
Hello, sir.
Yes, Chitrali.
फर्स्ट स्लाइड दिसते फक्त सर नेक्स्ट स्लाइड दिसत नाहीये.
I don't know why does it happen every time it happens. So I will share it once again. Thank you for reminding me. So this time I expect that the screen is visible, and we'll just check it. So are you able to see
Yes, sir.
barometer?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Fine. Fine. Thank you. Then we'll talk about this odometer. Okay. Odometer is instrument used to measure speed. I think that on bike or cars, we people try to measure speed, or sometimes we people call it speedometer also. Scale and length, all people know that we people have been using it since our school to measure length. People use scale. Balance is used to measure mass. So who will tell me Marathi word for balance?
संतुलन.
Santulan. So this as an instrument, I want it as an instrument. Balance. If you have been into market or local markets, into bazaars in olden times, the people were about to get these kind of instruments to, if you want to 1 kilogram of potato.
तराजू.
Exactly, Sakshi. So that is the word for this balance. Okay, that is balance tarazu. Try to understand. So this is used to measure what? Mass. Nowadays we people have electronic ways, and so therefore we don't use balance, or there might be some people who might have not seen it at all. Then here is this word, try to read it very carefully. Spelling is very big and maybe confusing you. That is called sphygmomanometer. Sphygmomanometer is an instrument which is used to check blood pressure. If you have been to a doctor and if doctor is checking your BP, blood pressure, in that case, if you have you don't know perhaps name, but you can call it sphygmomanometer. Sphygmomanometer. Okay. Same relationship we are going to continue with this instrument and measurement. Next, rain gauge rain, very simple. There is no any extra stress is required to remember these things. All you people know it. Hygrometer is an instrument which is used to measure humidity in the atmosphere. Okay. Then here is ammeter. Ammeter is an instrument which is used to measure current. I hope that you people might have done some experiments in physics with ammeter to check the current. Then here we people have screw gauge, that is also part of physics, which is used to measure thickness of some objects. Then here is another instrument, seismograph. Very simple. Number of times we people have studied it. Seismograph is used to measure earthquakes. And here I want unit in which earthquake is measured. So in what do we?
Richter scale.
Yes, exactly.
Richter.
Yes, it's Richter scale that we people measure in earthquake. Then second one is piezometer, which that is an instrument piezometer. It measures strengths. So can anybody tell what is the word or what is meaning of this strength? Because I don't know what that strength means. Is it mean the thumb?
Ratio of change in dimension of object to its original dimension.
Okay, fine. That's good. So that is piezometer. Okay, so here we people have one kind of relationship, and now here we people have quantity and unit. Okay, so let's try to see first of all length. So it is used to its unit of length is meter. So it depends or it varies sometimes, because whether it is CGS or whether it is MKS, that does not matter, but we'll try to consider this. So we people have just studied scale also. So scale is instrument. Okay, and it measures length. Length is measured in meter. This way people can try to remember. Then meter is the unit of length. Similarly, we people can understand mass is measured in the unit kilogram. Okay, so simultaneously try to remember here balance or electronic ways. Then force, its unit is Newton. Again, these concepts are in physics. You people might have studied it. I expect that those people who love physics, they can remember it easily. Others just try to revise it once or twice. You people are also able to remember them. Then here is we people are having energy. Its unit is joule. Okay. Then next we people have resistance, ohm, volume, liter, power, watt. Then potential, volt, work, joule, time, seconds, current, ampere, luminosity, candela, pressure, Pascal. You'll come to know these are the names of the scientists. In fact, those who people invented these kind of things. So Candela, Pascal, these are the names of the scientists that they have found it out the particular kind of quantity. So therefore, area, hectare. In fact, we people measure it in acres also. So I already told it can vary. Then temperature degree, very simple. In fact, you people can have Fahrenheit also. Then conductivity, that is measured in MHO. Magnetic field, that its unit is Oersted. That is also people try to understand. I don't know what that Oersted means. Now here we people are moving towards the next third kind of relationship, and this third kind of relationship is about individual and group. Okay, so in simple words, all you people can remember what you people studied in collective noun. Same thing is here. So individual and group is nothing but collective noun. So let's try to go through these kind of relationships here. So if you come across with sailors and crew, you'll come to know a group of sailors is called one crew. Okay. So a group of sailors is a crew. Similarly, you'll come to know cattle. There are a number of cattle. Cattle are animal. Okay. And their group is called herd. Then we all people know, we call it bouquet of flowers. So number of flowers make a bouquet. Then next is grapes. We call it bunch of grapes. Are you getting some background noise? Or there is no any background noise?
No, sir.
All right. So here I'm getting some noise from that UPS. So I thought that if it is getting for you also. So a bunch of grapes, singer chorus. When a group of singers, when they sing together, that is chorus. Artist, troupe. A group of artists is called troupe. Fish, collection of fish will be shoal. The next, ship, flock. Riders, cavalcade. If the particular word is new to you, note it down. If it is familiar to you, no need to note it down. Try to just revise it. Bees, swam. Man crowd, simple. Soldiers army, very common. Nomads, horde. So nomads are the people who are wandering from one place to another place. Okay. So therefore, the group of such nomad people, that is called horde. Okay. So that was third kind of relationship. You can increase because that is not all kind of individual and groups we people have discussed, but just for your information. Now people will move towards this kind of relationship. Here animal and their young one. Young one means their babies. What it is called, that we people try to understand from this. So first of all, cow, calf. So what is calf? Calf is the young one of cow. The next, horse. The young one of horse is called pony. Cat, kitten. Then sheep. The baby of sheep will be called lamb. Butterfly, it's caterpillar. So caterpillar is an early stage of butterfly. Okay. Insect, larva. Larva is an early stage of an insect. Then dog, we call it puppy or pup also. Hen, chicken, all we know. Lion, cub. Duck, it's duckling. Okay. Man child, all we people know it. Then we are here with another kind of relationship. Again, this is common, male and female. So almost all living things or living organisms, they have male and female relationships or categories in them. So let's try to understand some of them. So horse is male, mare is female horse. So mare is a female horse. Similarly, dog, male, bitch, that is female. So this is used for abusive purpose also, but don't use it for anybody. Stag, doe. So stag and doe, these are a kind of deer, that is male, that is female. Son, daughter, very simple, all you people know it. Lion, lioness. Here you'll come to know there are a number of nouns which are made feminine by adding ESS to them. For example, god, goddess, tiger, tigress, or conductor, conductress, waiter, waitress. Number of words are there. You'll find that simply if you add es to that particular noun, that becomes feminine or female. The next is sorcerer, sorceress. This word may be new to you. If it is not, tell me the meaning of sorcerer. So what is sorcerer? Sorceress?
जादूगर.
Vaibhav Khandagar, it was not audible.
जादूगर.
I think that my voice, again, I did not get, but let it be. I will try to understand. You might be just heard about magician. So sorcerer is kind of magician, male magician. Sorceress is a kind of female magician. Okay, this way you people try to understand. Drone bee, usually we people call it bee, honey bee like this, but male is called drone. Gentleman, lady, we all know it. Nephew, niece, this also try to understand. Many people have confusion about niece. Many people have confusion about the spelling of niece also. So try to understand nephew, niece. Tiger, tigress. Okay, that was the male, female. Now here we people have individual and class. Okay, so here those people who studied biology, you people may come across with this kind of classification of living things, and they have all living beings, they are classified in particular class. So here you people are going to come across with some of them. Okay, so let's try to see lizard. First of all, it's lizard. So lizard comes under the category of reptile. So what kind of reptiles are? Reptiles are the animals who do not walk on their legs, so they are called reptiles. सरपटणारे जे प्राणी असतात, they are called reptiles. Okay, so lizard is reptile here. So lizard belongs to the class of reptiles. Similarly, you people can just try to understand the class of man. So what is class of man? We are mammals, सस्तन प्राणी. Okay. Then ostrich. So what is ostrich? Ostrich is a bird. Snake, again you'll come to know snake and lizard, they belong to the same class, that is a reptile. Then next, butterfly. What is butterfly? Butterfly is an insect. What is a whale? Whale is also a mammal. Then rat. Rat comes under the rodent. Rodent means a kind of category, the कृतडणारे जे प्राणी असतात, where your rabbit will come here, so your mole will come here. So they are all rodent, कृतडणारे प्राणी. Okay, then next kind of relationship we people are going to learn, this is number 7, individual and their dwelling place. So what is a dwelling place? Dwelling place means the place where animals usually live. So that is called dwelling place, natural habitat, abode, dwelling, these are similar words. So you know dog, so the where particular dog is living, that is called kennel. So domestic dog, it is not about stray dog, but domestic dogs, and the place where these dogs are kept, that is kennel. Dog lives in a kennel. Similarly, you'll come to know bee, their living place is called apiary. Okay. Then you'll come to know about the cattle. Cattle are kept in shade. All you people know about shade. Then lion lives in a den. So den is a kind of cave of lion. Poultry is in farm. So farm is a place where poultry, or broadly sense, that number of the hens and chickens are kept. The next is monk lives in a monastery. So what is monk and what is monastery? Monk is a person that is into Western culture, who is not living with his family, or who is devoted his life for some religious purpose, that is called monk. Okay, and he lives in monastery. So monastery is a kind of place, a kind of building where such kind of people, they live in. Then fish, they are kept in aquarium. So you'll come to know fish, naturally they are in water bodies of lake, ocean, etc. But the fish which are caught and kept, they are in aquarium. If you have been to any hotel or any kind of maybe lounge is there, in that case you'll see that fish are kept for the entertainment purpose or for showpiece, that is called aquarium. Then birds, naturally birds, they live in nests, but here the birds, they are living in aviary. Horse lives in stable. Then very important point is this one, that study and topic. All you people have come across with number of learning branches now these days are available. So the people might be belonging to civil engineering. You'll come to know again under civil engineering you can have again specific specializations under civil engineering. So such kind of study and their topics people will come to know. Another kind of study you will come to know through logi. Okay, so there are number of logis today, like biology. So from that biology will come to know study of something. Again, there is astrology. There is some kind of the words which are ending with logi. So logi is scientific study of something. So that kind of things we people are going to discuss here in this kind of topic, this kind of relationship. So let's try to understand here. First of all, here is ornithology. If this is new for you, you just try to find it out more information, or you can Google it. Ornithology is what? That is called study of birds. So study of birds is called ornithology. Okay. Then let's try to talk about seismology. So everything I just told you about logi. So here again logi. So seismology is the study of earthquakes. We people have just discussed in the beginning. Seismograph, seismology, these are two words that you people can relate with each other. Then here we people have botany. Botany is the study of plants. You'll come to know that biology is getting divided into two parts. That is, one is botany, another is zoology. So botany is study of plants. So you people tell me that zoology is the study of what? Zoology is the study of what? Animals. Yes,
Animals.
exactly. Right. So that all you people know it, but still try to go further deep in such kind of topics. Now you people have the term onomatology. So what is that onomatology? Onomatology is the study of names. Okay. Then here we people have ethnology. So ethnology is the study of human race. Then here we people have ontology. So ontology is the study of reality. So what do you mean by study of reality? You're going to find it out the reality. Then next we people have here herpetology. So herpetology is the study of amphibians. So who are the amphibians? Do you know if you have studied it in science?
The animals which live in water as well as on land.
Yes, exactly, Chaitrali. Animals who are able to live. Yes, yes, exact. Not only Jalchar, we can call it Ubhaychar, Mayuri, we can call it Ubhaychar. So those who are living in water different, those who are living in land different, and those who are living on both, those are living on land and water, they will be amphibians. So study of such amphibians is called herpetology here. Then we can go for pathology diseases. I think that this is common. We people have heard about pathology, that is study of diseases. Then we people go for astrology. Astrology is the study of future. But with this, you may confuse with astronomy. So just be clear with this. So what is astronomy? Any guess? Astrology is the study of future. So astronomy is the study of what?
Satellite.
I did not get your voice, Chaitrali. And astronomer, astrologer, these are also words. So astrologer is the person who tells your future. So astronomer who is?
सायन्स नेचरचा स्टडी करायचा.
Okay.
सॅटेलाइट्स वगैरे.
Yes, exactly. Those people who study space, who go to the satellites and all those things, that is called the study of space and all those things. That is Yes, exactly, Mayuri. That is Khagol Shastra, you can call it. Or you people can think of the Kalpana Chawla and all those things that they were all astronauts, okay, who were going into the space. So that is astronomy. So astrology, astronomy, two different things, two different concepts. All right, so let's go to the next kind of study topic here, anthropology. So anthropology is the study of mankind. You can try to understand not only man means in general man, that is mankind, you can try to understand, or human beings, you try to say it human beings, okay. Then next year's paleography, okay. So paleography is the study of writings. Additionally, you might have heard about calligraphy. So calligraphy is the study of handwriting, okay, and paleography is the study of writings. So think of it. Next is ichthyology. So what is this ichthyology? Ichthyology is the study of fishes. So different kinds and categories and classification will be under this ichthyology of fish. Next is semantics. Semantics is the study of language. So here you'll come to know semantic is the study of, in fact, meaning, not exactly language, but you can get here another term, that is linguistics. So linguistics is the study of language, okay, and semantics is the study of language, meaning, language meaning, not only language but meaning. Then we people can go for the next term, that is nephrology, that is the study of kidney. You might have come across with the specialization of a doctor, that is his nephrologist. So nephrologist is the specialist of kidney. Then we are going to continue the same kind of topics. Here is conchology. Conchology is the study of shells. So shells that you people are able to find it on the seashores. So that kind of cones and shells, okay. So that kind of study is called conchology. Hematology is the study of blood. So that kind of deeper you people can go. Next is craniology, is the study of skull. Mycology is the study of fungi. Entomology is the study of insects. So particular different under again biology, you'll come to know, or under again in maybe botany you'll come to know, or maybe a particular zoology you'll come to know that entomology is the branch which studies insects. Zoology, we people have discussed, it study animals. Occultism is the study of supernatural. So what do you know or mean by the supernatural? All you people know or believe, sometimes hear number of stories or myths from the people, that you can take example of ghosts, you can take examples of there are certain powers of maybe having certain god and goddesses, they can appear suddenly, disappear suddenly. These kind of things are called supernatural powers, okay. So occultism is study of that supernatural. Then here is oology. Oology is the study of eggs. Then virology is the study of viruses. Very simple. Malcology is the study of molluscs. Molluscs is a kind of, I think that very tiny creatures, organisms, maybe like this may come under एक असं शेवाळ वगैरे असतं, that kind, I guess. I don't know exactly what that molluscus is. Maybe very small and tiny. Then here is paleontology. Paleontology is the study of fossils. We people heard about fossil fuels. So fossils are the remaining of the trees and animals. So the study of that fossils will be called paleontology. Pedology is the study of soil. I think that this may be related with you being civil engineering students. Pedology, you may come across with this word, that is the study of soil. Taxonomy is the study of classification. You might have heard about Bloom's taxonomy. Taxonomy means classification. So different types of types that you people can divide, that will come under taxonomy. Then orography. Orography is the study of mountains. Selenography, that is the study of moon. You'll come to know that moon is also called lunar. Okay, so another word for moon is lunar. Encrinology is the study of secretions. All you people know that there are different glands which secrete some kind of maybe liquids. So encrinology is the study of that kind of secretions. Histology is the study of tissues. Nidology is the study of nests. Cardiology is the study of heart. Again, we come across with this cardiologist. Okay. Phycology is the study of algae. Bryology is the study of bryophytes. Okay, so that was the relationship we people have done with the study and that different topics. If this is familiar to you, the people just try to revise it. If it is new to you, try to take note of it, try to find more information. So now the relationship that we people are going to have, this is worker, and that worker uses what kind of tool for working. So blacksmith uses anvil for his work. If you have been to blacksmith, you'll come to know he requires one kind of tool with hammer. So that is hammer and anvil. So anvil is this kind of tool, and it is beaten with the hammer. You can call it iron Marathi made. Anvil is the tool used by a blacksmith. Carpenter uses saw. Woodcutter uses axe. Tailor uses needle to sew clothes. Laborer uses spade. Soldier uses gun. Sculptor uses chisel to carve different kinds of idols. We'll try to go a little bit faster because we wanted to close this kind of relationship in this session only. So we'll go a little bit faster. If you are not able to catch me, in that case, you try to tell me to go me a little bit slower. Then Mason uses plumb line. I hope that you may come across with this because Mason plumb line, that might be related with you. Chef uses knife to cut vegetables. In fact, there are a number of other tools also. It is not only knife is used by chef. Chef can use other number of other tools also, or knife can be used by a number of other people also. Doctor uses stethoscope. Farmer uses plow. Author uses pen to write a book. Surgeon uses scalpel. So what is scalpel? Scalpel is a kind of sharp instrument for cutting the body parts. Gardener uses harrow to trim the grass. Warrior uses sword to fight a battle. Then now people have another relationship, and this relationship is tool and its action. Okay. Needle is used for sewing clothes. Okay. Similarly, knife is used for cutting. Sword is used for slaughter. Slaughter means to kill. Mattock is used to dig. I hope that you know the meaning of mattock. If not, you can call it tikau in Marathi. Filter is used for purify. You can have different purifiers, water filter, air filter, or other filters. Steering is used to drive. So if you have a four-wheeler has a steering. So with the help of steering, it is driven. Pen is used for writing. Spanner is used for grip. Spoon is used to feed. Microscope is used to magnify. Gun is used to shoot. Shovel is used to scope. Chisel is used to carve. Then oar is used to row. I think that this is related with water. If you are into a boat or something, in that case you are oaring, and there is popular games also, that is rowing games. You can try to find it out with the help of Google. Axe is used to grind. Auger is used to bore. Spade is used to dig. Again, like mattock, spade is also used. Shield is used to guard. If you are on a battlefield. In your one hand there is sword, in another hand there is shield. Loudspeaker is used to amplify the voice. The next week people will try to cover this worker and working place. Okay. Chef. So where does a chef work? Chef works in a kitchen. Similarly, farmer. Where does a farmer works? Field, in the field. Warrior fights a battle on the battlefield. Engineer works on site. Civil engineer works on site. Other engineers, they work in office or something like this, or maybe it depends. Sailor sails in a ship. Pilot, his workplace is cockpit. Beautician works in parlor. Artist performs in theater. Artist does not work. Artist performs in the theater. Actor performs on stage. Mechanic works in a garage. Lawyer works in a court. Scientist researches in laboratory. Okay. Teacher teaches in school. Doctor works in a hospital. Clerk works in an office. Servant works in a house. Driver works in a cabin, driver cabin. Grocer works in a shop. Painter paints a picture in a gallery. Waiter works or provides service in a restaurant. Worker works in a factory. Umpire gives his decision and pitch. Gambler gambles in a casino. I hope that you know the meaning of casino is a place where people go for gambling. So gambling is a kind of game, we can say, which is based on involving a lot of risk, where you can earn a lot of money or you may lose a lot of money. So that is gambling. Jugar. Okay, so I think that remaining part will cover in next session. And question answers, important that question answers. Based on this, we are going to have practice question answers, but again it depends upon you people. I already told you, you can come prepared for storytelling activity. If you are interested in storytelling activity, you can just come prepared. We can take stories also. And if you are not coming with stories, in that case I will continue with this only. Is it clear? Are you still listening?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Sayush. Okay, fine. Mayuri. So we'll take attendance now and we'll stop here today. I think that if you are able to get the book, this is from the book of R.S. Agarwal. If you're able to find it, you can just try to go through that book and prepare yourself for these kind of activities. Okay. So roll number 1, roll number 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, 19, 21, 23, 27, 30, 32, 34, 35, 36, 38, 42, 43, 46, 49, 52, 53, 55, 59, 60, 61, 62, 66, 70, and someone called Prathamesh Survase. He is connected but not joined with audio. So his attendance will not be marked. Prathamesh Survase. And who is this 67 who's having network issue? What is name of 67? Khanderaya. What is name of 67? Rishikesh Survase. So Rishikesh Survase, I don't see him very often. But just try to tell him to just call me or
Yes, sir.
message me. All right. So should we stop here? Should I end this meeting?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. But remember that you are working on your be self-learner. Find out much more. There are a number of things to learn. There are a number of topics to find it out. There are a number of things to do. But don't waste your time, because you know that just now direct second year classes are about to start, and your exam is going to be with them only. So you are going to have plenty of time to prepare for a number of things, to investigate, to find it out, to learn so many things. So do it with this. So I will end this meeting for all, and we'll meet in next session with number of things that we have planned.